Welcome back, guys. I am out on the river with Mark Whitford over there. Already got his rod in his hand. Nothing new for that bloke. Anyway, we are out on a high country river and we're chasing wild Australian bass. So we're both starting with 2 different surface lures on each to kick off the morning, and then we'll change through some chatterbaits, some jigs, some hard bodies, some soft plastics, all that sort of stuff as the day rolls on, and hopefully get ourselves a few bass. Let's get it out there. Well, we're already out here. Let's get going, see if we can get one. That was a bass. Not far enough. Really? Good one? Oh, really? Off the top? Nice. Good? Guess who Mark's got? Oh, he's on again. You're bloody killing it, man. Saw a fish rise when we were back there, and he's just paddled up and cast pretty much where he saw it, and he's landed it.
Oh my god.
The beast?
It's like a big one.
It's like a big one.
It's a big one.
Pull over there.
Oh my god, it's a fucking big one.
I was changing lures and he's come up and nailed another one off the top. He's killing it.
It might be the one.
Might be the 50.
Oh, maybe not 50, but it's definitely a PB, I reckon.
45. It's a big call, man. It's a big call. What? What is that? Oh, yes.
What? That's massive.
Is it bigger again?
Oh, dude, I reckon that's bigger again.
Don't go to that. Don't go to that silt bank.
I do not know how big this fish is. I'm not going to measure it.
No?
Because Dinger has the brag mat.
That's fine.
That'll be up near that 45 I just got, if not the same.
If you reckon it's bigger, we can measure it. Just don't go to that silt bank.
No, that's alright. I'll just bow.
What, randomly?
Yeah. I gave it a little bit of a flick to get it swimming and it's out itself.
Oh.
Nudge?
Yeah. You can see me casting into the structure on the right. But before that, I actually put 4 or 5 casts along the front, right where Mark's fishing. And this is where I think Mark got his 6th fish, and I still had none. And that really highlighted the fact that the micro pomp really seemed to be what they were after. This is where I started to get a little bit down on the day, because it wasn't about where I was putting casts. I was fishing the lure. I put the lure in and I gave it quick tweaks. I gave it a slow roll. I paused it. I gave it a few different retrieves to cover all the bases, and it still didn't hit it. It wouldn't hit my surface lures at the start of the day. So this is where I started to be like, well, it really is not mattering what I do. They're just hitting Mark's lure at the moment. So yeah, and you can see here that he's sort of hanging out. I've put some casts in. I've focused right on hard on the bank, and he puts his cast in. Bang.
Oh, that's a bad.
Better be.
Oh, yep.
Missed him.
I'm on.
You got him?
Yeah.
Dad's gonna be like, oh, I thought you knew how to fish. Where's my fish? In the river. Oh, look, we don't keep him. You'll keep one for me. Nah, I won't. He's all, I've never kept a bass for him and he says it every time. Like, clearly I won't. Oh. Like, it's a ridiculous list.
Yeah.
And if I...
Pretty much caught everything.
Oh, it's sticking. Oh, it's got some head shakes. Is that an eel? It's still down. Huh? I'm like trying to keep him away from the sticks and paddle, but I'm really struggling. He's going for it. He's going for it.
Can you see it?
I can't see him yet. Dude, he's rubbing around something. Oh, I dropped him. No, I didn't. No. He's gotta be close.
Your lead is on your rod.
Yeah, he's gotta be close.
Oh, it's a good one.
Is that an eel?
It's a good one. It's not an eel.
How do you know? No, it's a good bass.
It's a good bass.
It's a good bass on the chatter. Oh, can you net him for me? My net's got to be set up. Saved by the bell.
It's a great bass.
Oh, mate.
Wait, dude. I reckon that's the one.
Fish of the day?
Yep.
Jeez, he had some sting. Oh, that's a monster. Look at that. That is a proper bass. Get the saddle out. Oh man, that is so good. He's like half a centimetre off 50. That is a 49 centimetre bass. Oh, that's a tank. I've grounded out all day. My camera just went flat. We got in the water about 10 meters back this way. We're about to hop out. So we're done. My camera goes flat. I don't worry about it. I put in another cast and I've hooked a beast of a bass. It's my first bass for the day. I've grounded out. You called it, man. You said you grinded out all day and then landed 50. And
I literally said to him, he was like obviously upset because I caught heaves. I was like, you're gonna grind it all day and get a 50. 1 centimetre off.
Almost 49 and a half. Get out anyway.
We need to get to that servo.
Yeah. It's 10 past 4.
Yeah.
So they're open till 6.
Oh, yeah.
As you've just seen, guys, we've landed the fish and I'm telling Mark that it's only 10 past 4, I think I said. And what happened was when we headed out in the morning, we knew we didn't have enough fuel to get home, and we looked up servos. None were open on the way out, but there was a little one that was meant to be open till 6 p.m. every night, and we're like, sweet, we'll get back there with plenty of time. So we finished fishing. I finished on that good fish at the end, which really made the day. It was fantastic. And we packed up and we headed to the servo. We got there at 5:15 and they were shut. So we asked around town and we found someone who said they had a jerry can of diesel, and we paid them $40 and they poured it in for us and wandered off. And I went over and put the fuel cap on. I went, this actually smells a lot like petrol. And we thought we don't really have much options out where we were, so we started the car and drove back to where my parents live and turned the car off. No issues, didn't have any struggles whatsoever. But then when we went to start the car again, it wouldn't start, and it We think old mate's had diesel in his jerry can and someone's topped it up with a little bit of petrol. We drained the tank, it looked like diesel, felt like diesel, but it had petrol smell to it, so we had to drain it. We had to bleed the whole engine. And we had to get some jerry cans of diesel into the car, and then we had to pump it right through. And anyway, the car's been running fine and it seems good, so. But that was the highlight, that was the end to our day. And we didn't get to go fishing the next day because we're working on the car. The lure that cleaned up on the day was a different colour, but this was the micro pomp, and obviously I've gone and bought one since. Actually I bought two. This was the only colour available, but this is what Mark was throwing all day, and it's got a very distinct sound, and it's a little bit smaller size, and it just seemed to be that everything else got thrown didn't get touched. Now I was throwing this surface lure. It doesn't have a rattle and it's a little bit bigger, and for some reason I got one fish that came up, had a look, turned and went down, and the camera does not pick that up. But that's the only action that I got on my surface lure. Placed it in there, doing the same thing Mark was doing, sitting it in there, rattling it, so it was sort of just like moving on the spot. No love. Mark was putting his lure in, rattle, 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 bang. I tried poppers. I threw a chatterbait similar size to this for a big part of the day. I threw 3 different divers. I threw a spinnerbait, a lipless crankbait, a little frog thing, some mollusk stuff. I threw everything I could think of, and the only thing that got hit was a micro pomp. Mark put on a chatterbait for a while and got no love at all. Then I finally got my fish at the end on this chatterbait right here, and you can see the fish mutilated it. That hook point should be down here somewhere, but this bit here, the clip, I don't know where that camera's picking that up, but that clip is munted. Now I threw a bigger chatterbait all day for no love, so I wanted to try and find one similar size to that, and I struggled, but I did find another Z-Man one which seems to be better build, and it probably won't be heaps bigger by the time the skirt's pulled back and I put a little plastic on it, but it's definitely heavier with a heavier hook. So this weekend that you're watching this, I haven't been fishing. I've been away doing something else, but the following weekend I will be going back for bass. So we're running these new lures. I've got a little jitterbug which is a similar size to the Pompey, and I got some swim baits, and I got a little frog thing, and we got a big selection, so we should be able to cover all bases. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. I just thought I'd give a rundown. I didn't do an outro over there. Hopefully you liked the video, and you've seen that sometimes persevering even when you're having no love pays off, because I fished all day for nothing and then landed that fish literally from here to halfway to that tree where we were about to pull the kayaks out. So I mean, that made the day. That was a magnificent fish that I'm still absolutely stoked about a week later. I'm super excited. Thanks very much for watching guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. We do go on plenty of adventures. We're trying to work on our editing to keep you entertained and our information for you, so follow along, and don't forget to go check out Mark's channel, and also don't forget to go and fish every opportunity.